Hello, hello, happy Saturday. I am preparing for this storm and actually decided to cook a pot of chili. So, hey, 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 hit the like button. Thank you for joining. Because it's cold outside. And it's going to get a little rough around these parts of North Carolina. Hope it's not as bad as as they're saying it's going to be. But nevertheless, I'll be ready. I went to the grocery store, got everything I needed. I got everything I needed. I decided to cook some chili for this afternoon. So hopefully I'll be able to eat it. I was on LaShawna Success's live this morning, and she said, just go live, just do it scared. So here I am. I've done lives, but I will talk myself out of doing a live quickly. Very quickly. But we're about to cook this chili. And go from there. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Hope you're safe and warm. Hope you have everything you need for this storm if you're in the area or if you're in the path of the storm. Sounds like it's going to consume quite much of the U.S. So, thank you for sharing me on your community post. I appreciate that. I had to come in here and go ahead and go live because if I didn't, I never would. So, uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Hey everybody, hit the like button when you come into this live. I am making some chili for this afternoon. I like to use the peppers and onions blend. I like to add a little bit more onions. I like to add a little bit more green peppers, but that's one thing I forgot to get at the grocery store when I went to get everything. I love making chili, but I like for it to be really cold when I make chili. So I like that, I'll be right here in the house, chilling. I have a wood burning fireplace, so I have plenty of wood in case my power goes out. Around here, we tend to get a lot of ice. So, and when ice comes, the power just goes out. So, I have everything. I got my wood, got some food. I got food that I can eat if the power goes out. So I'm just hoping that the power doesn't go out. So how's everybody else's Saturday? Hey, hey. Come on, man. Oh, I turned it off. Hey, Cheryl. I'm I went live on my iPad, and so when the messages pop up, they they disappear. So I got my computer behind me. Hey, Special K. Hey, thank you for joining. Hit the like button for me, please. Thank you for joining. We get over here preparing for this storm. Um, that should be coming through tonight. I gotta do something to my hair. I put it in these big braids. So I'm about to go and take that down. Once I get this going, I'm gonna go take them down and figure out what else I'm gonna do to it. Thank you, LaShawna. Yes, yes. I have a series coming up for um, women with uh, micro locks or sister locks, um, where it's a spotlight, where I will spotlight a woman with locks every Sunday starting February 1st to share her story and her journey about her locks. I've been locked for almost 4 years, and I've said it before in videos, I've said it before in lives, that it's the best hair decision that I could have made for myself. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's the best hair decision that I could have made. Um, because as I get older, I don't want to do it. I want my hair to be as low maintenance as it could be. Um, and I thought, I went natural. That's definitely not low maintenance. But I decided to do another big chop. This was 4 years ago. Another big chop because I figured short hair would be lower maintenance. It wasn't as low maintenance as I wanted it to be. And that's when I decided to do locks. And that definitely has been and proven to be lower maintenance. And best hair decision I could have made. And they've grown like crazy. So I try to pull them back. And I have some issues around my edges, but I'm working with that. Oh wow, over 16 years old. Wow. I've been natural for 10 years. It was 10 years this past December. And I really should have just gone straight into getting locks when I went natural. Because my hair is thick, and it was it's thick, and being natural, I had my work cut out for me, but I did it. And I prefer my hair being natural, and that was when I also gave up color. I decided to go ahead and do the gray, but I finally got used to it. So hey, thank y'all for joining my live. Just a Saturday afternoon here, cooking some chili, ready for this storm that's coming through. So I don't know where my camera is. So I just thought I'd bring y'all along to help me make this chili. second here. Pour some of this liquid. Hey everybody, thank you for joining my live. Trying to get ready for the storm, just to have some food. Basically, I just wanted some chili, so I need a reason to cook it. And the sad thing is, my son is out of town. He wanted to be able to come by and help, or come get snowed in or iced in over here with his mom. He's down in Miami, sunning and funning, down where the temperature is 80 degrees. He FaceTimed me this morning, and all I saw in the background was palm trees and blue skies. I was like, wow, son. He went to participate in a 5K. So hopefully he'll be able to get back home tomorrow. Excuse me, y'all. I hope everybody is safe and got everything they need and stay warm and dry. Hey everybody. Yeah, most of the time, I will schedule a live, but most of the time I would do better just clicking the live button, because if I schedule it, I can surely unschedule it, and I have. But I do better just clicking the live button and just going for it. But the good thing about the chili is I can freeze it and have it for another time if I want to. And I'm sure I will. So I also um, went to the dollar store and bought some ribbon and stuff to make me a Valentine's wreath for my front door. I'll work on that, you know, if the power goes out. It'll give me something to do rather than sleep. So that'll keep me busy under a flashlight or candlelight. A little trusty sidekick. I'm sure she sees the dogs across the street coming back home. Coming back home from their walk. So I'll look at the chat in just a little bit. I'm so sorry that I can't keep up, but I'm grateful for everybody being here. Y'all hit that like button when you come in. I'm making this chili. I got this recipe, gosh, many years ago, probably when I was in my 20s. And I made it for the first time when I was in my 20s. And I've been making it ever since. And I got it actually off of the top of a saltine cracker box. Drop that in there. I do have some other chili recipes, but I really like this one. Yep, that's done right there. So I got my chili on and clean up my mess over here. Oh, that pepper gets me every time. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put the beans in the chili, y'all. I forgot to put the beans in the chili. That was so sad. Trying to do too much. trying to do too much. I had everything else sitting out over here, but I didn't have one close by. So it's all good. We got it going now. Woo, travel with me, travel with me. So now I'm about to do some dishwashing diaries like Miss Paula does and wash these dishes. Most of the time, I will put these dishes in the dishwasher, but I have nothing but time right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead. As I used to say when I was a teenager, bust the studs, bust the studs. So my mom used to say when she wanted me to, I don't say wanted me, when she was making me wash the dishes, there was no option. It was just, sorry y'all, that was just a given. That was my job, to wash the dishes, whether I wanted to or not. And you would think, after having washed so many dishes for so long, that I would use the dishwasher every time. I use a little bit of bleach in my dishwater, and I'll tell you why. Just a second. So I am a cake baker and decorator, and so when I was doing that regularly, I was told to make sure I wash all my tips and my piping bags and all of that. Wash it in bleach to sanitize it. So, and I used to do that. I used to, wash everything in liquid, dishwashing liquid. And then I'd go back and put whole new dishwater with a little bit of bleach in it for my piping bags and all the tools I use to decorate cakes. Hold on. So then I thought about it. I'm like, shouldn't all my dishes be sanitized? So I started. I just started putting like a capful in my dishwashing liquid when I hand wash dishes. In my dishwashing water when I was washing dishes. Because it just made sense. I want all my dishes sanitized. As well as my baking and decorating stuff. So I know I'd seen on Facebook one time that was a question people asked if you use bleach in your dishwater, and some people were like, "Oh my God, no," and then other people were like, "Yeah, absolutely." Well, I'm one that does. So. My dishes will be sanitized when I hand wash them. Now I don't put bleach in the dishwasher. No, I don't do that. But I sure do. And I cannot see the chat from here. Oh, y'all. So it makes me nervous. I don't have it all together. But I'm here. And I'm here for y'all. Oh, I didn't even for that. I thought I did. This is my candle I made for my birthday, y'all. It's fresh. It's called Fresh. But my son and I, he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I wanted to go to make candles. It was in November. So that's what we did. And it was a lot of fun. Even he said he liked it. Yeah, I need to get my watch hours. And I know going live is going to be the best thing to do to get watch hours up. But when I think about it, I overthink and just don't do it. Dr. Ninja Turtle. Hey everybody, I didn't speak to everybody in the chat individually. I apologize for that. I'm trying to cook and wash dishes, but I'm truly glad that you are here. So I appreciate it. It's Saturday afternoon. And trying to prepare for this storm that's coming through. So cooking some, maybe some chili. I decided I wanted chili, so making some chili. Now I'm washing my dishes. Instead of putting them, Miss Paula, if you're here, instead of putting them in the dishwasher, I'm hand washing. This is something I do not like to do. I feel like I have washed enough dishes in my lifetime by hand. Growing up, and then in my own home. With my own family. So I set up Nightbot, y'all. And unless I didn't know what I was doing, which could very well be, but I couldn't test it. I tried testing it with unlisted. I tried testing it with an unlisted video, but it did not work. I see it here now, but I hope it's not timing anybody out. I did go back through and take off the defaults, and I thought I set it up. So if Nightbot is being a nuisance to anybody, I do apologize. But I could not figure out how to test it. Oh, it's doing a good job. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I couldn't test it. And I was like, oh, goodness. Because when I actually went in and set it up, well, I didn't set it up. I went in, I connected it to my channel, but I didn't set anything up, so I didn't think it would work. But I didn't realize that there were some default commands that it automatically does. And on my walk last Saturday, it kept timing people out. I felt so bad. So I came back in and I went in and actually set up some commands. I went in and saw that it does send default commands. So I turned those off and I created some. So, but what I don't like is that I couldn't test it before, actually going all in. Yeah, I figured that out, Miss Do-It-Yourself. Yeah, I didn't realize it could only do it live. I mean, I did so many unlisted lives. I mean, I was up till like 3:30 one morning, and I had to go to work the next day. I was up to 3:30 trying to test it, trying to figure out if I had done if I had done it right. I just got frustrated. I was like, well, maybe it's just that I'm tired because it's 3:30 in the morning. I just need to go to bed and try it again tomorrow or the next day. But when I tried it the next day, I couldn't test and unlisted. So it did say I did see that I could not test it in private. So I knew that. But I was like, I don't want to go live and it just, act up, put people out. And so, yeah, that was the one thing I did not realize. Well, you know, I saw you stood yourself. I saw a video the other night that you did showing how to set up Nightbot, and I looked at that. I mean, I had already gone back in and set it up and tried to test it. By the time I saw your video. But it was a great help. It was definitely a great help. But yeah, if I have any lock sisters out there and you want to join mine, be a spotlight on my channel, then check out my community post that has the link where you can sign up for the spotlight. And so every Sunday I will spotlight a lady with micro locks or sister locks. And even if you want to do it with traditional locks, I'm not opposed to that. I have sister locks, so that was one reason why I said sister locks or micro locks. And you could either be just beginning your journey, or you could be years into the journey. I just like to hear your story, share your story, and spotlight you, recognize you. And I know my focus, I guess, my target audience is women over 60, but women of any age is allowed to participate, and I'm happy to have you. Happy to have you along the way. But being a woman over 60, I realize that sometimes we just need some attention. I'm not one that is trying to be young. I appreciate my age, and I'm so grateful to be my age. And do I feel 64? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel old. I can say that. But until I have to get down on the floor and get back up, that's when I feel my age. And having Sophie, I'm always on the floor. Always on the floor, playing with her. But it took me a while to embrace, say like my gray hair. It took me a while to embrace it. And I had to really, tell myself, it's okay. It happens. I mean, as you age, hair will gray. So when I decided to go natural, and I did, and I've said this before, and I did my protective styles. By the time I got to do the big chop, all of the relaxer had grown out, and so had the color. But now the vanity in me was going to continue to color my hair, just not relax it. But once all the color had grown out, the relaxer had grown out, I thought, just let it be. Just let it be. And that just, you know, keeps me from having to um, go through that grow out process again for the color. Um, but yeah, the vanity in me was going to keep putting up with just a little bit of breakage to my hair, just to have that color. But I can tell you, when I decided to go gray, as hard as it was for me to embrace it was so liberating because I didn't have to think about having to go get my hair colored, you know, every 2 weeks, or it was just so liberating. And you know, I didn't have to go through that process of it being like gray around the edges, but the rest of it, you know, the vibrant red that I had, because I do love red hair, like the Shaka Khan red. I love that. And if my hair wasn't gray, I would have it that color again. But yeah. And I decided that, you know, if my hair's gonna be gray, I'm gonna have to rock it. I'm gonna have to show that confidence, whether I have it or not. So I did. And then I got so many compliments and so, you know, I'm here for anybody who is trying to, I won't say trying, anybody who is, you know, kind of putting off going gray, or or anybody who is reluctant to go gray. Just do it, is what I say. I mean, I got so many compliments. I still get compliments, but especially right after I went gray and my hair was like super short. I got so many compliments. Well, that didn't take long. Now, if I didn't have y'all to talk to, I would be dreading doing this, and I would have kept putting it off until I absolutely had to today. And then I probably would have just thrown them all in the dishwasher and turned it on. Uh-oh. It's Nightbot acting up, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's do it yourself. I'm going to need a one-on-one Nightbot class, please. Because it looks like it might be cutting up. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, Lala. I'm so sorry. Whew. All right, y'all, I'm gonna move this back over here. Because I'm about to sit down. Oops. I would have thought I worked the whole shift today. But I have not. Alright, I can see the chat now. I'm so sorry. You say I got it down pat? I don't know. I don't know. So you said go to the chat, go to Nightbot and turn off the command that says about symbols. Okay. And I saw that and it only had like two or three and I raised the number to like 50. Because I was like, well, maybe nobody's going to put more than 50. But I may not have done that right, so I'm going to do that right now. Thank you so much. I don't know where my camera is. I think it's right there. I don't know where the camera is on I'm on my iPad. I don't know where the camera is. But I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, me and Nightbot, I was like, I need to be able to make sure this is working like I needed to before I actually use it. Symbols. So I just disabled it. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. Yes, I disabled it, so hopefully it won't. It's bad when Nightbot be trolling, and especially when you don't know what you're doing. I don't mind playing around with things and definitely learning for sure. Thanks for the flowers, Lala. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Do It Yourself. I appreciate that. Yes. Well, I appreciate your support. Yes, she is awesome. I really appreciate it. And this is one reason why, you know, I will talk myself out of doing lives because something will happen and I won't be able to fix it right away, and then I get nervous about it. Yes, everyone hit the like button when you come in, or if you're here, if you've been here for a while. So this recipe that I use, Cheryl, this recipe that I use says to cook the chili for an hour and a half. So I think I'll make some cornbread to go with it as well. Maybe some rice. I forgot to buy crackers or chips to go with it. So cornbread will be good. Yeah, I forget to hit the like button sometimes. You know, Cheryl, I thought about doing that, but it was time for me to cook it. I should have done that this morning, and I thought about that. It was about 12 o'clock when I said, I should have done this in the crock pot. Yeah, I should have done it in the crock pot, and but I didn't. I didn't even think about it early enough. Not that I wasn't up. I've been up since. Gosh, I've probably been awake since about 4. Take the pause off of Sophie is probably interfering with dropping the channel links. How do I do that? Just go in and delete that. Okay. Girl, you know I need some help here. Alright, so I took it off of that one. I think that's another one that has it on there. I'm sorry, y'all. So honestly, it's times like this and stuff like this that makes me feel like maybe I'm just too old to be doing this. But honestly, I have tons and tons and tons of support from my children, so that makes me happy. Now, when they say, "Mom, just let it go," then I got a problem. So I took paws off, so I don't know. I'm younger than you? Really? I see what you're saying, Miss Do It Yourself. I see the pause here in the chat, but I don't have along that command. struggling. Oh, I'm turning this whole live into a whole lesson. Hmm. I'll be back in here trying to figure it out. So that exclamation point Sophie is not working, huh? Back to the drawing board. I'll go back and try to figure it out. Let's do it yourself, Lashana. Y'all send me some. Send me some pointers. Hmm. Okay. I'll figure it out. And I'll try not to let this live deter me from doing more lives. I do need to do more lives because I do want to build my watch hours. And I know that I do need to do more lives. I mean, it's just like anything else. You get better. The more you do it, the better you get. And I know that I just talked myself out of it. See, it didn't work. I see you put that too. Something I didn't do right. Okay, I'll look at that too. Something I didn't do right. So I will go back to the drawing board because so this is why you should be able to test it before you go live. Oh well, I'll figure it out. But I do appreciate everybody's help. I appreciate your patience and your help. And I thank you for hanging out with me here. Okay, Lashana, I'll get those. Okay. Alright, I'll copy and paste it exactly like she said it. I'll go back once I, get off this live and I'll do that. I appreciate everybody. Woo. I do. That makes me a little nervous. But what's the difference between Nightbot and moderators? I think Nightbot is a type of moderator. Um, Doc or Miss Do It Yourself, Lashana, y'all can answer that. Thank you. Y'all can answer that. What's the difference between Nightbot and moderators? You know, I can't even set it up. So, y'all like my sweatshirt? I made this because this is my 2026 word, unbothered. And my definition for unbothered is anchored, calm in my spirit, confident in my choices, and I protect my peace and release what no longer deserves my energy. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I actually got a new heat press machine, which is much larger than the one that I have. The one that I bought is a 15 by 15, but it's an 8-in-1, so it has a lot of different attachments that I can use to do other things. So I will do that unboxing and upload it at some point. Um, Now see, I have Nightbot as a stand-up moderator. So I'll go back and change that as well. Yeah, I have Nightbot as a stand-up moderator. Maybe that's my whole problem. Because, I had some questions and I went into ChatGPT and it said not to put Nightbot as a master moderator. But simply, Audrey, the best way you are going to be able to do anything as far as lives is to just do it. I mean, here's a prime example of, everything not perfect. And when I tell you I am struggling sitting here now to continue to be on this live, but you just have to do it. Oh, really? I've never used Grok. Thank you, Audrey. Simply Audrey. I appreciate that. See, I don't know how to get rid of those paws. I thought I did. I thought I did, but I don't even see that. Oh well, I'll find it. I'll figure it out. I'll go back through and do all the commands again and. Get them right. Because my command, when you type Soffee, it's supposed to say drop your YouTube channel link below and tell us what your channel is about. Please support one another. I don't even see the one that's there, the one that they are putting in there. Oh, well. But I will do what you said, LaShawna. I will paste those links. I mean, I'll go back in after this live and do exactly what you said in this chat. I appreciate it. Hey, Coach Julie. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button for me. I'm sitting in here testing my Nightbot live, and it's giving me a challenge. So, but thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm on my iPad. I have no idea where the camera is on here. So, but my iPad is a bigger screen, so. Yes, live is the only way to test it. I mean, it's the best way to test it. That's how you learn. Learn what's going right and what's not. So. But I will play around with it some more. Rocking and rolling. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gotta take these things out today. But they've been good because I keep the hair out of my face and off my neck. Well, you need to edit your live. That's something I have never done, is edited my live. I probably need to. I probably need to know how to do it or try to do it. But I just never have. Well, everybody, I really appreciate you being here on my live, and y'all know, oh, you love my word of the year. You know I was about to go, don't you? You love my word of the year. Thank you. Oh, really? Really? Usually, I will. Usually, I will choose a word for the year to try to, um, make my life better and something to give for me to focus on throughout the year. And this year I just decided that this was the word that I wanted, and I know when you say unbothered, it could be, I guess it could sound negative, it could sound like an attitude, but it's not that. I don't have an attitude at all. I just am anchored, and confident in choices that I make. I mean, after get to be 64, you got to be confident in choices that you make, and and at this stage of life, you just not have to worry about things, and realizing that everything is small stuff. I remember there was a book back when I was younger. Don't sweat the small stuff. When you get older, you realize all of it was small stuff. You live and you learn and you do better when you know better, or some people don't. But I've learned a lot, and I'm just at a point in my life where I just don't want to let everything be like an alarm. And also, also, I used to suffer from panic attacks, and so being able to have learned, I learned how to um, handle them, on my own. Did a lot of reading, a lot of exercises, exercises that I just thought just didn't make sense, but they actually did help. And so that's another reason why I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna let anything just get on my nerves. Peace and serenity. Yeah, it's a lot like unbothered. um, Freedom. Yes, I remember yours, Miss Do It Yourself. I remember yours. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, when you start doing things and start getting frustrated, or start getting worried, and then I just think of my word. I'm like, this is not calm. This is not calming my spirit. I need to figure out what I need to do to calm my spirit. Um, yes, it does. It equals unbothered. Um, I used to stay awake at night, couldn't sleep, things on my mind just bothered me. And then I finally, one time, I just had to be like, if it's 11, 12 o'clock at night, is there anything I can do right this minute to fix it? And most of the time the answer was no. So then I was like, it'll be there in the morning, go to sleep, get up in the morning and figure it out. So yeah. How did you enjoy? How did you enjoy Hawaii? That was cool. Hawaii is a place I've always wanted to visit. I don't know what happened to the mailbox. I don't think I should have put that on there. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was really nice. I bet it was really nice and beautiful and warm. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. Cool. My son and his in-laws went 1 year for Christmas to Hawaii. They had a ball. Wow. I bet you do have a lot of videos to edit and post. I'd love to see them. Student grading. Mm. Really, Cheryl? That's cool. Snowboarding and climbing a mountain? Wow, that's cool. That sounds like it was a lot of fun. Oh, snowmobiling, I'm sorry. Sounds like it was a lot of fun, though. Climbing a mountain. The only thing I've done is I climbed Dunn's River Falls in Ochos Rios, Jamaica. Oh wow, snorkeling. Oh, that was fun. Now I did see your video when you were whale watching. That was cool. That was really cool. That was cool. I think that's something I'd like to do. Go whale watching. I think. I don't know. I think it would be something that I'd like to do. When I went to Jamaica, it was as part of a cruise, so we were only there for a few hours. Um, we went to this forest park, and then we went to Dunn's River Falls and to climb the falls. Oh, you went twice. Yeah, I saw one of them. I may have seen both of them. I'm not sure. But yeah. I think I'd also like to go on a safari. My son and daughter-in-law went to South Africa for their honeymoon for 3 weeks, and they did safari, a 3-day safari. Longest 3 days of my life, because they were out there with the wild, nothing between them. But they had a ball, and he sent me videos and photos every day, so it was really nice. It was really nice, but you posted one. You said whale watching, and then you posted one where the whales were coming out of the water that was pretty close to where the ship you were on. That was cool. That was really cool. A little while short. I think I saw that. Was that the lady dancing? I have relatives that live in Hawaii, but I don't know which island he lives on. And I haven't seen him, gosh, in years. Yeah, I haven't seen him in 30 years, maybe longer than that, 35. Absolutely. Hey, pass the energy. Thank you for joining my live. Hit that like button for me if you will. Oh, now you want to buy a home on Maui. And you will. You will. You'll do that. You'll get that home on Maui for sure. Yeah. But yeah, Hawaii is a place I've wanted to travel to, and I just haven't made the effort to do it. So, talk to my kids. Maybe we can do that for my 65th birthday. But that's in November. I'll talk to them. We still got plenty of time. Ocean waves for peace and serenity. Yep. You know, this doesn't compare to Hawaii, but when my family went to the beach this summer in August, we just went down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I got up every morning to go out and see the sunrise because I absolutely love watching the sunrise over the water. I absolutely love doing that. So I have so much footage of, because I filmed every day. Every day I went out there. Every morning I went out there. We were down there for like a week. But the ocean waves and the sun just coming up over the water, it was so beautiful. It was so peaceful. And that definitely is peace and serenity for sure. One of my managers, they have a home in Hawaii, and so they spend half the year in Hawaii and half the year here in the States. Post the videos on my channel. I've posted some of the videos on my channel. Yeah, I have posted some of the videos on my channel. But I still have tons of them that I will post. But it was just nice just going out there and feeling that feeling the breeze coming off the ocean. It was just beautiful. I love to hear the waves or hear the water. Love hearing the ocean water. You know, love smelling the salt air. Yeah. Yeah, I know it says type your channel name. Type Soffee to share your channel, but it's not working good. I have to go back and reconfigure Nightbot. Nightbot is giving me a fit, but I'm unbothered by it. I'll just fix it, and if it doesn't work, I'll turn it off. So turn it off if it doesn't work. So, well, everybody, I really appreciate you joining my live, hanging out with me. Uh, going along or handling Nightbot. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your patience. But thank you so much for being here, and I hope you've hit that like button. I am about to call it a day now on this live, and maybe I'll do it again soon, much sooner than I have. So, thank you all for joining me. You all have a good afternoon. If you're anywhere in the path of this storm, please be safe, and I hope you have everything you need. And I will see you all again another time. Y'all have a good afternoon, good evening, good weekend. Bye.